Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to today's video of ranking the F1 cars by drivability in F1 2023. Now this is my personal opinion, has nothing to do with anything else, just my personal opinion. Okay, starting off with Williams.
Bruh.
It's S tier. Come on guys, it's obviously S tier. Yes, it is probably one of the worst cars for cornering, but I am so rapid in it. It makes me feel so fast. I'm not too terrible in cornering, mainly because my setups run more downforce, but I think drivability wise, in my personal opinion, it is such an S tier car. I am so rapid in it. I love it. I love driving it. It's so much fun driving. I think also part of the fun of driving it is that it's a bad car. So, S tier for me. We have the Ferrari. We're going to throw that in a solid A tier. It's not bad. The engine noise is a pretty, you know, it has nothing to do with drivability, the engine noise, but let's be real. Engine noise has a lot to do with what car you choose on driving, and I'm not a huge fan of that Ferrari engine. Not to mention, it's in 2023, in F1 2023, it seems like it's lacking that straight line speed that it does have in real life. It just doesn't feel, personally, with my setups, doesn't feel like the car is balanced. Feels very, very oversteery with all my setups. So it's an A tier because it's still fast, but it's just not as fun to drive as the Williams. The Aston Martin, yet again, another A tier car. It's a great, solid choice. Not bad, not great. I guess that would be B, but it's on the better side. Um, really likes to dive into corners. Guy has great grip through the corners, but it's just really lacking that straight line speed, which is why it's going in the A tier. Is the straight line speed kills me. You just get passed by so many cars in it. There's nothing else I can do. But it doesn't. It's the balance feels great. If I honestly had to choose, I'd probably put it before the Ferrari, close to S tier. As you can see, a trend though so far is that the Mercedes engines are higher than all the other cars. But we only have two Mercedes engine cars right now. Next up is the McLaren. Now the McLaren, let's be honest, it's a C tier car, especially at early launch. I forget if they have updated it to be, where it's at now in real life, where they're fighting for podiums. But oh god, it understeers, it oversteers, it doesn't have any straight line speed. It's terrible. It's not a D tier though because there could be worse cars. There could be worse. I like the livery as well. Good Mercedes engine. I'm gonna go C tier. Some people might rank it higher, some people might rank it lower, but I think C tier's where it truly belongs. Next up, the Alfa Romeo. That's another C tier car. It's got the Ferrari engine, which yet again taints the drivability because it just doesn't sound appealing to me. The car, in my opinion, this car, just like the Ferrari, feels very oversteery and is lacking that straight line speed yet again. Not one of my first choices on if I had to choose. I would much rather have the Ferrari or the McLaren over the Alfa Romeo. The Haas, we're going straight back to C tier. Another Ferrari powered car. It's pretty much the same as the Alfa Romeo in my opinion. It handles the exact same. The only thing I do find is that the Haas is terrible on hard tires. Whenever I'm driving a Haas and I put on hard tires, all grip is out the window, no matter forever, ever. Like never will have any grip. Right out of the pits, no grip. 20 laps later, no grip. Just throughout the entire thing has no grip, which is why it's going to go bottom of C tier, which works out perfectly. I don't think I need to say anything about that. That's just the car feels like it just wants to hit wall every corner. I hit the brakes, it doesn't stop. It does have decent straight line speed when you open up that DRS, but other than that, the car's terrible, god awful. It I wouldn't even put it on the list, but I'm going to. It's so bad. I hate the car. Hate it. Mercedes, that's an S tier car for me. The livery, that black livery, helps with the drive. It just makes you feel faster, which makes me go faster. You know what I mean? If you feel fast, go fast. That's all. That Mercedes engine, I think, is the best sounding engine in the game. Yet again, my opinion. Uh, but I think the Mercedes is honestly one of the best cars. It it just that Mercedes just glues to the road. It's incredible. I would put the Mercedes in front of the Williams just based on the Williams is slower. I am slower in the Williams than I am the Mercedes, obviously, because the Mercedes is faster. But that Mercedes, oh, I would do heinous, felonious things to drive that Mercedes. Next up, the Red Bull. I'm it's somewhere between A and S, but let's be honest, it's got to go in S tier. I could close. I can't talk, but it's the fastest car in the game by a long shot. It has to be on the highest drivability. It's so over every other single car. I just prefer not driving it. I don't feel as fast in it. Yet again, like the Ferrari, it feels a little oversteery with my setups. Not as bad as the Ferrari, but just a little bit more. But some setups, like in Hungary, the Red Bull is what I beat. I didn't choose the Mercedes. I didn't choose the Williams. I chose the Red Bull because the Red Bull is the fastest. The Red Bull has the most grip. It's got everything. I just prefer to drive the Mercedes more than over the Red Bull. That's simply it. Then we have the Alfa Romeo cars. Now we have two of them here, the pink and the blue. Driven them both, and well, they're both B tier. Obviously, because they're the same car, just different colors. I do like the blue livery more, so we'll put that first. I like the Renault engine. I think the Renault engine sounds the second best. Honestly, I don't think the Alpine car is like the Alpine car is the perfect mid tier car. It's not super fast on the straight line. It's not the best in the corners, but it's better than the bottom four, and it's worse than the top five. So I think B is where it belongs. And I don't think there's anything else wrong with that. Sometimes it feels understeery, sometimes it feels oversteery, it feels good on the tires. It's a great mid tier car. Looking at it now, seeing if I'm feeling anything different, not really. I mean, I will say though, the Ferrari is better on medium tires than the Aston. So I'm going to put that higher in drivability now. Now thinking back on it. Other than that, I think everything else will move. I love that. I love that Williams though. But the Williams does have the problem as it has in real life of just terrible tire wear. We're going to keep it in S though because I have so much fun driving it. Well, that's my tier list. Hate it if you want, love it if you want, call me crazy, but this is what I believe is the best cars to drive in F1 2023 on easiness of driving and mainly fun of driving, I should say. Speed does definitely, how fast I go around the track definitely has its say in it, but yeah, that's my tier list. Try it out, see if you believe it. Try that Mercedes, try that Williams. Don't try the AlphaTauri. It's terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm begging you not to. It's terrible. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Consider subscribing. You don't have to. But anyways, peace.